Okay, so you're probably wondering, what the heck is this video going to be about? Should you keep watching? Short answer to that, yes. And with all the commotion that's going on in the video, you can assume that we're going to be doing some sort of DIYing. And it's not like you have some date to go on or anything. Okay, I'm sorry for laughing. You were probably hoping this would be a video on how to approach someone you're interested in. Well, I can't help you with that. But what I can help you with is how to get over the Valentine's Day blues. Who cares if all the couples go out and do all the fun things while you're stuck at home, alone, unlovable? But that's okay, because today we're going to be participating in the best kind of love, self-love, and doing things ourselves. And while I was too busy rambling about self-love, I used up all the space that I have to tell you about the supplies that you're going to need for this project. But lucky for you, I recorded so you can see the supplies that I'm going to be using. I started off by drawing a heart onto the felt, and then grabbing my finest pair of scissors, because we appreciate quality over here. And speaking of quality, can we take a moment to appreciate this camera angle? Now you're probably wondering what's so great about this angle. The thing is, you guys don't see the behind the scenes and what goes into filming a YouTube video. You guys only see the tip of the iceberg. And you would think by this amazing angle that I have some sort of expensive tripod setup of some sort. And I'd hate to break it to you, but if you did assume that, you'd be wrong. Instead, I have the next best thing. I have my mouth. Okay, now that I'm done gnawing away on my camera as if that was my first time eating in weeks, and the heart is now removed from the center of the felt, we can progress and move on to the next step. And now this is the fun part where everything starts to slowly come together and we really start to see the vision and all the hard work that's going to go into this sweater. You want to start by sewing the heart onto the sweater. Now where exactly on the sweater, that doesn't matter. I'm going to leave that decision to you. And this part isn't as simple as I make it out to look. You see, I have a plethora of experience when it comes to sewing. Now what I'm about to tell you, some might refer to this as movie magic. I refer to this as intentional editing. You see, well, you don't see, but I left out the part where I had to undo the stitching from my first attempt and re-sew this heart back on. This clip is probably like my third attempt or fourth, I don't know, my fifth attempt at doing this. But the cause of that minor inconvenience was I couldn't decide if I wanted to use a blanket stitch or a running stitch. Now, I can sit here and tell you the difference between the two, but you guys didn't come here for that. But then again, I don't know exactly what you came here for or what you expected when you clicked on this video. Heck, I don't even know why you're still watching it. Go text your crush and tell them you like them or something. I don't know. Okay, so I guess this video is turning into a relationship advice or something along that line. So you're going to want to do it the old-fashioned way. Because people these days don't appreciate the charm in standing outside someone's house in the middle of the night, throwing pebbles out their window, waiting for them to open up, only for them to see you standing on top of your car with a boombox playing their favorite song because you know how much that song means to them. But take everything I just said with a grain of salt, because I just referenced the boombox scene from the 1989 movie Say Anything, and I'm not sure how much of a success rate that approach actually has in real life, and how much exactly you could get away with before it starts to be less romantic and you start to look like a creepy stalker. Or was that Romeo and Juliet? Okay, I'm gonna let a sidetrack here. Let's get back to what you came here for. Or what exactly did you come here for? But anyways, as you can see, I am sewing the heart still onto the sweater. And eventually I did end up going with a running stitch. And here's where things start to take a turn. Even with all the plethora of experience that I have and all the knowledge that I have about different sewing stitches, I still managed to make a rookie mistake and sew the front and back of the sweater together. And with all the intense, physical, demanding labor that I've been putting into this project, I started to get hungry and I needed a little something to take the edge off. Now we're approaching the final stages of this project and really wrapping everything up. And if you haven't felt the self-love that you got from this project, then you're doing something wrong. And that's a character flaw. That's a skill issue. But anyways, throughout the entire process of this project, it left me thinking, I need something to go in the center of the heart. Some phrase that really lets people know that you love yourself. We love ourselves. And this was tough. I'm not going to lie. I did try to Google some funny quotes, but then I decided to go with one that I thought of myself, something that really spoke to me. And if for any reason you had been following this video as a tutorial, I would suggest you to use this essential quote for your sweater as well. And after all that physical demanding labor, we have something that we can look at and be proud of. Something that will remind us that we love ourselves. And for the essential quote, I went with this: loser. And I know what you're thinking, loser, that's such an insult, but no. Loser means love ourselves. The ER is silent. Enjoy these next few clips of me flaunting my sweater as I try to get a thumbnail. And now that your sweater is all done, you can wear this out on Valentine's Day and let all the other couples know that you're a proud loser. Remember, that stands for love ourselves. The ER is silent. And don't forget to add the dots in between the letters, otherwise it'll just look like you're calling yourself a loser, and that would be sad.